dozens of eyewitnesses who swear that they've seen these living pterosaur creatures flying around in modern times.
The Amazon is a colossal mystery.
There's a group of people that say that dragons were real.
The remains had antlers, it had prominent claws, it had a long serpentine body.
I want people to know that it's authentic. Nothing's been manipulated, it's the real deal.
If we consider all of these different influences that may have contributed to the dragon legends,
revealing countless shocking secrets to those daring enough to explore its depths. The Amazon has kept everyone on the edge. Fearsome creatures, elusive species.
Right over here, guys. It's huge. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that thing. Wow.
And infinite anomalies that inhabit the land.
What is that?
Hang on for the chilling surprises lying in every nook of the world's largest rainforest that will leave you shocked. Monster carcass. Imagine strolling along a beach and stumbling upon this strange sight, a carcass unlike anything you've seen before. In December 2002, a mysterious sea monster washed ashore on New Zealand's beach. Look how its head and teeth resemble something out of a prehistoric nightmare, while the rest of its body is a mystery due to its decay. Beachgoers called it a sea monster, as they all struggled to identify it. Found on Pukahina Beach, this creature boasted a massive head, teeth, and rudimentary flippers, measuring about 9 meters long. However, its lower body seemed to consist mostly of entrails, hinting at a gruesome showdown. Amazonian Loch Ness Monster. Here's something you don't come across every day. A Loch Ness Monster, a mysterious creature captured swimming in the waters off North Carolina, has everyone buzzing. The clip shows a dark, shiny animal surfacing briefly before gliding through Bogue Sound.
Look at that.
As expected, theories began flying as people tried to guess what it was. Some said it was a giant eel, others thought it's an alligator, and a few even believed it might be an orphaned whale calf or a manatee. Well, whatever this enigmatic creature may be, let's just hope it reaches its destination safely. River rescue. This guy must have nerves of steel to enter the treacherous waters of the Amazon on a rescue mission. But hey, when duty calls, you answer, right?
right?
So, he spotted an abandoned manatee, helpless and alone. Without a second thought, he dove into the river to save the day.
You got it.
And guess what? Against all hidden hurdles, he managed to scoop up the manatee and bring it to safety.
Look at you.
But when he finally emerged from the water, the manatee seemed a bit out of it.
This is for presentation.
The video cuts off there, leaving us hanging. Let's just hope and pray that both the manatee and our brave rescuer made it out okay in the end. Vampire bats colony. Would you dare to enter the abandoned hut in the heart of the intense rainforest? Probably not. But one man did exactly that. In August 2020, a daring explorer driven by his curiosity decided to explore a spooky abandoned hut.
Kind of stench wafting out of this room. A very strong animal-y smell.
And while examining, this is what he found. A massive colony of bats.
I had a nightmare full of bats, like the vampire bats.
And guess what? These weren't your ordinary bats, but vampire bats, busy feeding on other animals.
Down the walls of his blood, vampire bats. They feed entirely on blood.
Called vampire bats for a reason now, aren't they? This rarely captured species of bats is also endangered, and explorers hardly come across them. But when they do, they're forced to leave, just like this dude left that hut. The Great Argus. These YouTubers went into a forest with a plan to capture the Great Argus bird. They set up a trap, and within a few minutes, the bird got caught in it. If you don't know about it, let me tell you, it's quite an impressive bird, especially the males with their striking feathers, including eye-shaped patterns on their wings. The great Argus is known for its large size among pheasants, with males reaching lengths of over 2 meters when including their ornate tail feathers. However, instead of keeping the bird, they released it back to a safe spot, which was a kind act.
Sama-sama guys, kita rilis 1, 2, 3. Oke, mantap.
Spiny crawler. Alongside the river, there's this tiny, spiny critter with some seriously funky patterns. Through its movements, it seemed like something straight out of a horror series brought to life. Well, a curious soul stumbled upon it resting on a leaf, and due to its unique characteristics, they couldn't resist filming. Little did they know, their video would go viral as people scrambled to identify the creepy crawler. But no worries, guys. After much speculation, this mystery was finally solved. It was a sea mouse, a petite water-dwelling predator. With its eerie appearance and nightmare-inducing movements, it's no wonder this little guy gives us the heebie-jeebies. Bull shark. Did you know that bull sharks can live in fresh water? Well, imagine the shock of some tourists who, while kayaking, encountered a bull shark in a freshwater river.
What is going on?
And just when they thought it couldn't get more thrilling, that shark bumped right into their kayak.
Oh, it just hit the boat. Holy shit, that's a huge shark.
And that's not all. In the Bengal region, the villagers were haunted by tales of some fearsome sea monster ambushing its prey. And one unfortunate woman learned this the hard way. Worried for local safety, expeditions set out on a risky quest to the Bay of Bengal. Their initial inspections found no trace of the supposed monster. Perplexed, they turned to experienced seamen who knew these waters well. And to their astonishment, they discovered that it wasn't a mythical creature at all, but the sly and majestic bull shark that had been troubling the locals. Crayfish. The mysteries of the river never cease to amaze. In the depths of Tasmania's dark waters, a marine biologist stumbled upon a truly astonishing find, the world's largest crayfish. Known as the creek black crayfish, this elusive crustacean left spectators in awe with its enormous size and rare characteristics. How could such a giant creature exist in the depths below? Well, after carefully examining the remarkable creature, the biologist did something truly kind-hearted. Without causing any harm, he gently returned the crayfish to its watery home, allowing it to continue its reign as the king of the river. Truly a tale of wonder and compassion in the depths of Tasmanian waters. Hoatzin. Now, let me introduce you to one of the quirkiest birds around, the Hoatzin. It's a real oddball with claws on its wings. You can spot these peculiar creatures chilling by the riverside or hanging out in the forests of the Orinoco and Amazon. I'm sure you're all thinking, why are they called Hoatzins? Are they odd enough to call them stink birds? Well, yes, it's because these birds actually emit a scent similar to poop. I mean, crazy, right? Also, take a look at this video, where a Hoatzin was captured swimming in the water, which made the onlookers really shocked. So, do these birds have the superpower of both flying and swimming? It's a real head-scratcher. Ghost mantis. Now, meet the ghost mantis, a creature that really lives up to its name. Well, this sneaky predator looks just like a dry leaf on a tree, blending seamlessly in its surroundings. So never fool yourself by its mere appearance, as under its innocent leaf-like disguise lies a lethal hunter. In the rainforests of South Africa, this ghost mantis was caught red-handed, ready to pounce on its next meal. It's crazy to think that even in the tiniest corners of the forest, there's a battle for survival raging on. So next time you're strolling through the trees, keep an eye out for these hidden mysteries. They are masters of deception. Amazonian weirdo. What do you think this creature is? A lost dog, a wandering bear cub, or perhaps something far more strange waiting to be revealed? A man, while wandering through the dense Amazon forest, spotted this strange being crawling through the bushes. The sight was so unusual that he had to capture it on camera, and when he uploaded the footage online, it left everyone puzzled, questioning the details regarding this creature. Well, it looks like a hairless monkey to me, and if not, we might never know what this was in reality. Blind worm snake. The Amazon, being the largest rainforest on the earth, has concealed many unidentified creatures in itself. And here's one of these creatures which some explorers in the Amazon found. Hoatzin Odell.
Oh my gosh! I cannot believe this.
They spotted a creature that seemed to stretch on for miles. A rare 7-striped worm-like animal slithering through the grass.
Chopped up a clump of grass, and under the dirt clod, I just saw this little bit of color.
The sight left them utterly bewildered, and rightly so. Later, researchers identified it as a rare blind worm snake.
A blind worm snake. It has a little flickering tongue, as it's a digging machine. It uses this.
A creature that lives deep within the Earth's lungs, the tropical rainforest. So, you never know what more wonders await in every corner of the Amazon. Stuck skeleton. Now, let me tell you about this shocking scene captured from a raging river. The big, eerie claws of this unknown creature really made this scene feel like something out of a horror movie, right?
Right.
Well, it was a skeleton stuck in a tree with its body caught in the powerful current, but its horns tangled up in the branches. When the video hit social media, everyone was buzzing, including the Nature Exploration Society. They sprang into action, trying to unravel the mystery. From what they could gather, it seems this poor creature was just trying to cross the river, but the water was a force to be reckoned with, trapping it in the branches, sealing its fate. A chilling reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of life in the wild. Candiru fish. In the wilds of the Amazon, there's a tiny fish with a big appetite, the candiru, earning nicknames like vampire and toothpick. This little guy is practically see-through and lightning fast, making it a sneaky predator. It latches onto bigger fish, even its own kind, and sucks them dry. And that's not all. It's also drawn to the smell of pee. Yep, so if you're swimming and nature happens to call, watch out. Some say it can swim right up your, well, you can guess. Scary stuff. Even though scientists debate it, most people in the Amazon play it safe and just avoid any fishy business in the water. Flying mammal. You won't believe your eyes when you see these amazing gliders in action. Are they birds? Planes? Nope, there's something even more fascinating. A species of primitive mammal known as the colugo or Dermoptera. Found deep in the forest, these talented creatures shock the world with their unbelievable gliding abilities. Scientists were so intrigued that they attached a camera under their wings to get a closer look. And what they captured was truly jaw-dropping, a gravity-defying stunt that would put any superhero to shame. So next time you're in the forest, keep your eyes peeled for these incredible gliders. You never know what wonders you might witness. Sockeye salmon. Ever seen a fish so unique it feels like a sea monster?
No.
Well, in the Amazon River, some lucky mariners had an unforgettable encounter with the stunning sockeye salmon. This beautiful fish, with its sharp sense of smell and pristine tail, made their adventure truly special. But these fish are more than just pretty. They're vital to the marine ecosystem and carry stories of human connection and prove the deep connection between humans and nature. Truly a remarkable discovery in the heart of the Amazon. Passing anaconda. While anacondas are common in Brazil, finding one this huge is rare and astonishing. This brave man found himself face to face with one of the largest anacondas ever seen in Brazil.
Oh, moleque. Vai embora.
Measuring over 20 feet long. Yep, this isn't just any anaconda, as its enormous size makes it impossible to hide underwater, causing big waves as it moves. So you never know what amazing creatures you'll find in Amazon waters. Odd mouth creature. I bet you also mistook this creature with a baby mouth. Nope, it isn't. This peculiar creature, caught by a fisherman, boasts massive lips and human-like teeth. It's unlike anything they've ever seen before, and its eerie appearance sent shockwaves when it hit the internet. Speculations ran wild, with some suggesting it was a bizarre experiment mixing human and fish DNA, while others dismissed the clip as fake from the get-go. But one thing's for sure, it's a mystery that has everyone talking on their seats' edges. Giant red leech. In the Amazon jungle, there's this showdown happening between some tiny but mighty critters. I'm talking about the Kinabalu giant red leech, a little guy with a big appetite. Don't let its size fool you, as it can gobble up its prey in one gulp. Now, look at it coming face to face with a giant worm. What happens next is nothing short of mesmerizing. People become mesmerized as they see the tiny leech devour the giant worm like it's no big deal. I can say that it's nature's version of David versus Goliath, and it's happening right in the heart of the Amazon. Strange Matamata. A group of researchers during their Amazon River expedition spotted something incredible.
Bring us in. Forward!
A giant Amazonian Matamata turtle. One of them gently pulled the turtle out of the water for a closer look, while he let the animal go after a closer look too. Let me tell you some crazy facts about the strange turtle. Known as one of the laziest animals in the Amazon, this living creature doesn't really bother chasing its prey. Instead, it waits patiently for the prey to come close. Unbelievable, isn't it? Moreover, having an algae-like shell, this turtle is considered a master of disguise, blending perfectly into its surroundings. That's the reason this Matamata turtle made these explorers' journey through the Amazon really thrilling, yet memorable.
Matamata.
Is that a snapping turtle?
Common Potoo. Ever heard of the common Potoo? If not, no problem. Some people, while wandering in Para, spotted something that looks like a tree or a piece of bark.
Pedaço de pau na ponta, ó.
But guess what? It's actually a living creature.
Olha o olhão dele, ó. Olha que bonito.
A bird, to be precise. Now, that's one mysterious bird, known as common Potoo. This bird has a remarkable talent for blending in with its surroundings. Its feathers perfectly mimic the colors of tree bark, making it appear like a broken limb when it stays still. But here's the twist. When someone gets too close, it shoots them an angry glare, as if warning them to back off.
É muito manso, ó. Isso aqui é pedaço de pau de mandioca, todo lado dele, ó.
Moving stone. Wait, why is this stone moving on its own? How could that be? While strolling on the beach, a beachgoer stumbled upon this. As he got closer, he noticed the stone had 4 tiny appendages. Curious, he picked it up and placed it in a bag. Many people speculated that it might be a remote-controlled stone, but with no solid evidence, the mystery of the moving stone continues to baffle everyone. This peculiar discovery left everyone scratching their heads, proving once again that nature is full of surprises. Giant Pangolin. Now, feast your eyes on the magnificent giant pangolin, a sight to behold indeed. Forget about their tough scales, because now it's their incredibly long tongues that steal the spotlight. These unique creatures never fail to leave spectators in awe and amazement. Well, in 2019, a rare spectacle was captured when multiple giant pangolins were spotted on a late-night hunt. Wildlife authorities took swift action to protect these endangered mammals. They were relocated to zoos, ensuring their long-term safety from illegal trafficking and exploitation. Sea slug. Some explorers were feeling pretty down because they hadn't managed to capture anything noteworthy, but little did they know, their luck was about to take a startling turn. Suddenly, they spotted something utterly mesmerizing. A colossal, alien-looking sea slug. They couldn't believe their luck as they gawked at its enormous size. This slimy creature looked like it had emerged from another world, making their experience more thrilling than they could have imagined. Never before had they witnessed a sea slug of such magnitude, and it left them in awe of the wonders hiding beneath the waves. Black paku. Imagine a sea mariner's sheer terror when he reeled in this rare fish, toothless yet formidable.
It has got teeth. Unless I'm very much mistaken, that looks like a fish that I know from the Amazon called a paku.
Meet black paku, a real sea monster lurking in the Amazon. It was caught by a mariner who had never seen anything like it before. After analyzing it thoroughly, he sent the creature back to its watery home. And later on, he was astonished to discover its true identity, a black paku, a legendary river monster of the Amazon. This unexpected encounter just left him in awe of the mysteries hidden beneath the waves. Massive anaconda. A wildlife explorer, while exploring the woods, spotted a huge anaconda moving through the woods as if it was looking for something to eat. Then it climbed a tree, and another snake followed it, which turned out to be a big mistake. The anaconda tried to eat the snake, but luckily, it managed to escape. After this behavior, the man thought it was best to leave the area, because you can't trust a hungry anaconda. Massive eel. The astonishment of these fishermen is justified, because it's not every day that they stumble upon a gigantic serpent like this. I mean, look at it! This majestic creature was lurking in their nets. It was a massive eel, actually, a creature rarely seen in such proportions. Its imposing size and unfamiliar appearance initially triggered fear among these people who encountered it. However, it was all set once the serpent was declared lifeless. Now, some claim that it was a giant electric eel, while the biggest eel that was ever captured was determined to be 8 feet long and looked almost half of this creature. The only explanation that is left is that it was a great abaya, a mythological eel that is believed to inhabit the great depth of fresh waters. If you've got any other explanations, let me know. Snake encounter. Be careful when you dive into the Amazon River, because you never know what might appear. These divers went into the river to explore different animals and encountered a huge anaconda that was 5 meters long and weighed 250 pounds. It was just calmly floating in front of them. They were not scared by its size, nor the anaconda was disturbed by their presence. Its tail and head were moving from one corner to another. They observed it carefully and then returned. But their courage deserves full credit, because not everyone can do such a thing. Huge croc arrival. The tourists were exploring this river when a huge crocodile decided to accompany them. However, perhaps the crocodile was hungry, and one of the tourists understood this. He dangled a piece of meat on a fishing rod to tease it, pulling it up just out of reach. When he teased it again and lowered the meat, this time the crocodile grabbed the meat in its mouth and went back into the water. Giant centipede. The Amazon giant centipede, found in South America's rainforests, is a big centipede, growing up to 1 foot long. When it grows, it sheds its hard outer skin. But here's the interesting part. After shedding, it often eats its old skin. This might seem odd, but it's a way for it to recycle nutrients like chitin to help harden its new skin. This also reduces waste and could hide evidence from predators. Despite this strange habit, the centipede plays a vital role in the ecosystem by hunting insects and spiders, which helps keep the rainforest in balance. Hammerheaded. If you think that this is some kind of alien-like worm, let me tell you, you're wrong, because it's actually a hammer-headed worm, often called bipalium worms. It's a flatworm with a distinctive flat and narrow body and a hammer-shaped head. It's usually found in a damp place like a garden or forest, where there's lots of decaying plant matter. The worm is carnivorous, which means it eats other animals. Its favorite food is earthworms. When it finds an earthworm, it uses its body and sticky secretions to catch and immobilize it before eating. Catching huge anaconda. These wildlife experts were going to explore the jungle when a big anaconda appeared in their path, but it was not an issue for them.
Whoa! Whoa!
They skillfully handled the extremely active snake. And those of you who don't know, an active snake is equivalent to a starving snake. They're fast when they're looking for a meal. Therefore, the experts didn't hold on to it for too long and gently released it back into the water, where it hopefully found something to eat. Most powerful eel. The Amazon River is home to various dangerous eels, and recently, scientists made some significant discoveries about the most dangerous eels found there. Experts used to believe that there was only one type of eel, but now they've discovered 3 different types. Among these, one can deliver shocks of up to 860 volts, whereas the previously known most dangerous eel could only reach up to 650 volts. The experts suggest that these eels evolved to produce stronger shocks because the water they live in does not conduct electricity well. This adaptation likely helps them to effectively stun prey and defend against predators in their unique environment. huge gator. The fishermen were heading out in their boat for fishing when they spotted a giant crocodile along the water's edge, and it came into the water as they watched. Now, I know the video quality isn't great, but take a close look at how huge this monster crocodile is. Luckily, it turned out to be a gentle giant, swimming alongside them without causing any harm. What's remarkable about this giant crocodile is that its size keeps increasing throughout its life, suggesting that it was quite old. Giant fish. I know that the Amazon River is home to many types of scary fish, and people mostly think of piranhas, but the arapaima is no less of a giant. These experts were exploring different types of fish in the Amazon River, and after a long struggle, they managed to catch a monster, an arapaima. It was about 2.5 meters long and weighed 400 pounds. Yet, it turned out to be a gentle giant that didn't cause them much trouble. They observed it and then released it back into the water, which was a kind act.
Is that a beautiful fish or what? That is fantastic. This is gonna be
biggest catfish of Amazon. The fisherman from England came to the Amazon River with the aim of catching a huge fish. He'd been trying for a long time to make a big catch, and finally, he succeeded in catching a huge red-tailed catfish. It was 1.35 meters long and weighed 99 pounds. It is quite famous in the Amazon River and is commonly found there. Its notable features are its huge size and distinctive red tail. The fisherman didn't keep it for too long. After taking some pictures, he released it back into the water. Amazon's biggest eel. Experts know how to handle any fish, no matter how dangerous it is. A fisherman came here to observe the special behavior of these eels and caught a huge one on his fishing rod. It was almost 2 to 3 meters long and weighed around 40 to 50 pounds. He wanted to let it go, but he knew that if he touched it, he'd get a shock and would never try to catch any eel again. So he simply used a piece of wood to remove the bait from its mouth, and it went back into the water. Later, he used a camera to observe it underwater and saw how gracefully it was swimming. It truly was a giant one. Welcomed by Anaconda. A man went out to explore the Amazon River, and guess what was his first encounter? A huge anaconda! It swam right under his boat, and it was quite large. But fortunately, the man remained calm, as he was not bothered by its presence at all. Well, I think he knew it was coming. If you venture into the Amazon for exploration, encounters with such giants are part of the welcome. The man didn't disturb the anaconda and quietly moved on from the area. Giant salamander. What do you think it is? A huge lizard or weird fish? Let me tell you about it. It's a salamander, a type of amphibian that looks like a small lizard with slimy skin. It's unique because it has moist skin and spends most of its time near water. It can be found in forests, near ponds, or under rocks in damp areas. Some salamanders have lungs to breathe air, while others absorb oxygen through their skin and the lining of their mouth. One of the coolest things about a salamander is its ability to regenerate lost body parts. If a salamander loses a limb, or even part of its tail, it can grow it back. Rarest creature. Let's talk about the Uroplatus fantasticus, also known as the satanic leaf-tailed gecko. This little guy is a master of camouflage and belongs to a group of lizards known for its leaf-like appearance with rough edges and patterns that make it almost impossible to spot among forest debris. It prefers to come out at night because that's when it's most active. During the day, it hides on tree branches, looking just like a leaf to stay safe from birds and snakes. What's really spooky about this gecko is its big, eerie eye that seems to glow in the dark forest. It gives it a mysterious look, like something out of a horror movie. Giant spider. The Amazon giant spider, like the Goliath bird eater, is a big tarantula found in the Amazon rainforest. It's known for its huge size, with a body that can be over 4 inches long and legs that stretch out even further. Despite its name, It doesn't usually eat birds, but goes after insects and small creatures instead. It's covered in thick, dark hairs that help protect it and sense what's going on around it. It's active at night and spends a lot of time on the forest floor, hunting for food or hiding in burrows. Even though it looks scary, its venom isn't too harmful to people. Instead, it defends itself by flicking irritating hairs if they feel threatened. Rabbit spider. When you see this strange-looking bunny harvest man, you might think a mad scientist put a rabbit's head onto a set of spindly spider legs, but it's actually part of the harvest man species, which includes the docile daddy longlegs. Even though they have 8 legs like spiders, members of the harvest man species are not classified as spiders. Pictures of this unusual critter have caused a debate on social media about whether it looks cute or creepy and whether the top half of its body resembles a rabbit or a dog. Weird discovery. This man spotted a strange, small creature in the Amazon forest, but couldn't identify it. But my research tells me it was a pus caterpillar. They're also known as southern flannel moth caterpillars, and it would be hard for you to believe this, but this caterpillar is quite a dangerous insect, which usually inhabits parts of North and South America. Despite its name and furry appearance resembling a tiny, fluffy cat, it's one of the most venomous caterpillars around.
It's probably me peeing myself.
It's covered in soft, dense hairs that resemble fur, giving it a cute and harmless appearance. However, these hairs conceal venomous spines that can cause severe pain and reactions if touched.
I mean, I reckon that this is a caterpillar, right?
Peanut bug. The oddly shaped peanut bug refers to a type of insect known as a tree hopper, specifically the peanut head bug. This unique insect gets its name from its distinctive appearance, which resembles a peanut or a thorn. It's a small insect found in various parts of the world, particularly in tropical regions. The snout is used for piercing and sucking fluid from plants, which is how a tree hopper feeds. When threatened, it defends itself by showing big, yellow, fake eyes on its back wings to scare away any attackers. It can also release a bad-smelling substance to deter them. This helps the bug stay safe from harm. Wild tapir. The South American tapir is a large mammal found in various parts of South America, including the Amazon rainforest and surrounding areas. It's known for its distinctive appearance, with a stout body, short legs, and a prehensile snout or proboscis. It has a thick, dark brown coat that helps it blend into its forest environment. Despite being relatively big, it's a shy and elusive animal, often solitary or found in small family groups. It faces threats from habitat loss and hunting, making conservation efforts important for its survival in the wild. Rarest tree hopper. Basidium is a genus of insect belonging to the family Basididae, commonly known as the twisted wing parasite. This insect is relatively small and is often found in tropical regions of Central and South America. It is known for its distinct appearance, characterized by an elongated body and wings that are modified and twisted in shape. It is an ancient type of bug. Huge, creepy insect. The huge Hercules katydid is a super-sized insect that looks like something out of a monster movie. It's actually one of the largest species of katydids in the world, with some individuals reaching sizes of over 6 inches long. It is found in tropical forests of Central and South America, where it lives high up in the trees. What makes it so impressive is its massive, muscular leg that resembles those of Hercules, hence their name. This leg is used for gripping onto branches and leaves as it moves through the treetops. Coming across a Hercules katydid in the wild can be an amazing experience, showing how diverse and well-adapted insects are in tropical rainforests. Pink dolphin. The pink river dolphin, also known as the Potoo or Amazon river dolphin, is a mysterious and enchanting creature that inhabits the waters of the Amazon River basin. What makes it so captivating? It's not just its distinctive pink coloration, which sets it apart from others, but also its deep connection to local folklore and myths. Legend has it that it has magical powers and can transform into a handsome human at night, luring unsuspecting people into the river. Its unique appearance and mystical reputation make encountering the pink river dolphin a thrilling and unforgettable experience in the heart of the Amazon. But beyond the myths, it's a highly intelligent and social species. The Amazon River Turtle. The Amazon River turtle, also known as the Arau turtle, is a majestic and ancient creature that dwells in the vast rivers of the Amazon rainforest. What makes it so captivating? Well, it's not just its impressive size and armored shell. It's also its remarkable nesting behavior that captivates those who encounter it. It's one of the largest freshwater turtles in South America. It can grow quite big, with some individuals reaching over 3 feet in length, and they have a smooth, flat shell and powerful limbs adapted for swimming in the river's currents. Conservation efforts are essential to safeguard the future of this ancient species. Ants hustle. Have a look at these leafcutter ants. They got a real hustle happening in the forest every single day. Billions of them hit the trails, following chemical signals like mini highways to reach their favorite trees. They face traffic jams from fallen leaves, but special workers quickly clear the path. When they reach their target trees, it's like climbing Mount Everest for these ants. They use lightning-fast jaws to slice leaves into pieces, then haul them back to their underground nest, a trek they complete in about an hour. These ants are all about efficiency and teamwork, making their forest life truly remarkable. Snake's tree. Many people get scared just by looking at a bunch of snakes, but these friends were different. They were exploring the woods when they heard a strange noise near a tree. When they looked inside a hole in the tree, they found some snakes there. This wasn't an ordinary tree. It was a 100-year-old palm tree. Surprisingly, they cut it down, and inside they found not just 1 or 2 snakes, but almost 7 or 8 snakes living inside. They were incredibly brave. They picked up each one by one, put them in a bag, and took them along with them. Huge gator. This tourist was surely a wildlife expert, because not everyone can handle such a giant creature so perfectly. He spotted a gator swimming from a distance, then smoothly called it over. After it approached and revealed its hidden length, the gator turned out to be nearly 4.5 meters long, which is huge compared to the normal size that's usually 3.4 meters. But still not afraid of the giant, the dude gave it a piece of meat before it went on its way. Muntjac deer. Let me tell you now about the muntjac deer. This little guy is like the stealthy ninja of the forest. It's a small deer with an adorable face and big, doe-like eyes. But don't let its cuteness fool you. It's tough and rare, and also known as the barking deer because it makes a barking sound when alarmed, which is, let's face it, quite unique for a deer. It's an expert at sneaking through dense vegetation, thanks to its small size and agile movements. One fascinating thing about muntjac deer is how it likes to keep to itself and stay hidden in dense forests. Amazon dart frog. The dart frog, also known as the poison dart frog or poison arrow frog, is a fascinating little creature one might find in the lush tropical rainforests of Central and South America. What makes it so captivating? That'd be its vibrant colors and patterns which warn predators. But here's the twist. If you raise a dart frog in captivity and feed it different bugs, it might lose its toxic edge. It's a daytime adventurer and expert climber, making its home in leaf litter and cozy, damp spots. It's always on the lookout for small bugs and critters to munch on in its vibrant rainforest playground. Subscriber's pick. This picture, sent to me by a subscriber, got me scratching my head. But being the curious soul that I am, I decided to dig a little deeper and take a look at what I found. Some tourists were out on a boat cruise in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, having their best time. when suddenly they spotted something straight out of a monster movie. People around there even called it the Port Blair Giant. Let me tell you, it lives up to its name. This beast-like creature is like something out of a dragon story, lurking underwater and giving off serious stay away vibes. Who knows what this massive creature is? Some speculated it's a massive crocodile chilling on a sunken rock like it's no big deal, while others insisted that it's a dragon. What do you all think it is? I believe it's over 23 feet long and weighs a whopping 2,500 pounds. So, it's definitely not something you'd want to mess with, right?
Right.